Good day! Welcome to our episode of DepEd Teleturuan. I am Samuel B. Padre, your teacher for today, and I will help you understand another mathematical concept in easy and fun way. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to divide simple fraction in mixed fraction and solve routine and non-routine problems involving division without or with any of the other operations of fractions and mixed number using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Are you ready? Let's start by giving the product of the following fractions. Number 1, 1/5 and 2/3. The answer is 2/15. Number 2, 12 over 7 and 3 over 7. The answer is 36 over 49. Number 3, 6 over 9 and 5 over 6. Good job! The answer is 30 over 54 or 59. Number 4, 8 over 10 and 9 over 12. The answer is 72 over 120 or 3/5. For number 5, 4 over 5 and 8 over 9. Correct. The answer is 32 over 45. Quick thinking. Very good. Now let me show you a fraction diagram. Now, do you know how many 1/4 are there in 1/2? Let's see. In this diagram, I will show you how many 1/4 are there in 1/2. So there are two sets of 1/4 in 1/2. Let's apply that with this problem. An 1/8 meter of wood is cut equally into shorter pieces of 1/5 meter each. How many shorter pieces will there be? Let's analyze it first. What is asked in the problem? How many shorter pieces will there be? What are the given? 1/10 meter of wood, 1/5 meter of shorter wood. What is the operation to be used? Division is the operation to be used. And what is the mathematical sentence for the problem? In this problem, 8 over 10 divided by 1 over 5 equals n is our mathematical sentence. In this problem, we are trying to find out how many 1/5 are there in a 10 meter of wood. Let's use diagrams to solve it. Based on the model, we can say that 1/5 fits into 8/10 4 times. Therefore, we can write the division equation as 8 over 10 divided by 1 over 5 is 4. Hence, there are 4 pieces of 1/5 meter of wood. In dividing fractions, there is a rule of reciprocal in which the fraction interchanges the numerator and the denominator. Let's have 4/5 for example. The reciprocals of 4/5 is 5 over 4. We simply interchange the numerator and the denominator. Now let's try dividing 3 over 7 divided by 3 over 5. We cannot simply divide the numerators and the denominators. Instead, we have to remember the rule of reciprocal. In dividing fractions, we need to give the reciprocal of the divisor. Our divisor is 3 over 5, and the reciprocal of 3 over 5 is 5 over 3. After giving the reciprocal of the divisor, we then change the operation into multiplication. So, 3 over 7 divided by 3 over 5 will become 3 over 7 times 5 over 3. Now, we can simply multiply the numerators and the denominators. 3 times 5 is 15, and 7 times 3 is 21. Our answer is 15 over 21. Again, we have to simplify the answer. One way of doing so is to divide the numerator and the denominator by the GCF or greatest common factor. In this fraction, the GCF is 3. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. So the final answer is 5 over 7. Let's have another example. Let's try 16 divided by 2 and 1/5. In this case, we need to convert first mixed number into improper fraction. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1, it's 11. So 2 and 1/5 will become 11 over 5. Next is to multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. 16 over 1 times 5 over 11. The answer is 80 over 11. We can simplify this fraction by converting the improper fraction to mixed number, since the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Our final answer is 7 and 3 over 11. It's so easy, right? Remember that in dividing fraction in mixed fraction, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Then, multiply the numerators and the denominators. You then divide the numerator and the denominator by the GCF to simplify if possible. If the answer is improper fraction, convert it into mixed numbers. In case the dividend and or the divisor is mixed number, change it first into improper, then proceed to other steps. We can also divide fractions in other way. Instead of finding the reciprocal of the divisor, we can simply do cross multiplication. Numerator multiply to the denominator and the denominator multiply to the numerator. Example, 5 over 4 divided by 1 over 6. We don't need to interchange the numerator and the denominator of the divisor. Instead, we can do the cross multiplication. 5 over 4 times 1 over 6 is 5 times 6 is equal to 30. And 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Just be careful in multiplying. We start multiplying the numerator of the multiplicand and the denominator of the multiplier. And the product will be the numerator. Then do the opposite for the denominator. The answer is 30 over 4. Now let us practice. Divide the following fractions. You can use the rule of reciprocals or do the cross multiplication. Number 1, 3 over 2 divided by 10 over 7. The answer? Correct. 21 over 20 or 1 and 1 over 20. Number 2, 2 and 2/5 divided by 2 over 4. Correct. 4 and 8 over 10 or 4 and 4/5. Number 3, 2 over 9 divided by 1 over 3. The answer, 6 over 9 or 2 over 3. Number 4, 4 over 5 divided by 1 over 10. Correct. The answer is 40 over 5 or 8. And for number 5, 4 divided by 1 over 10. Good job. The answer is 40 over 1 or 40. Very good. Again, in dividing fractions, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Next is to multiply the numerators and the denominators. We then divide the numerator and the denominator by the GCF to simplify if possible. And lastly, if the answer is improper fraction, convert it into mixed number. But just remember, in case the dividend and or the divisor is mixed number, change it first into improper, then proceed to other steps. Now you are ready for more challenges. Let's try this. For part 1, you are going to solve the problem. Number 1, Mrs. Mendoza bought a loaf of bread for breakfast. It measures 18 inches. How many slices can she make if each slice measures 1 1/8 inches long? For part 2, divide the following. Number 1, 8 over 9 divided by 4. Number 2, 5 divided by 1/3. And number 3, 2 and 1/2 divided by 1 and 1/4. You did a very well job. I hope you enjoy our today's lesson. This is Sir Sam, waving goodbye, but hoping to see you again till next time.